Hey,
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
how you doing today, boss man?
I'm strong. I'm strong. What's going on? How y'all feeling?
Doing fine. Again, folks, this is, if you don't know who this is, I'm gonna let him introduce himself, but this is another shout ball episode. Go ahead, please, and introduce yourself.
How y'all doing? I'm Ernie Bug. Ernest Hall, Ernie Lightning Bug. I got a lot of names, but that's who I am. I'm a professional boxer. In Baltimore City. I'm also a gym owner on the Lightning Quick Fit Boxing Gym downtown Mount Vernon. Nice little boxing gym.
Okay. Um, so we all here to hear your story today, and unfortunately, we wasn't able to get it done a little week ago.
Yeah,
But other than that, we here now.
my apologies
I'm sorry.
about that. Yeah, my apologies about the other day, man. I had a lot going on, but we here now,
Yeah,
So
happens, man. So I understand completely. So without further ado, if you're ready, tell us your story.
all right, y'all. So stories go way deep, To put in so many words, I've been boxing for about 16, 17 years, so I'm pretty much start from there. So about the age of 17, I had a kid. My daughter now, she's 15. She's about to be 17 years old. I mean, she's 15. She's about to be 16 years old in October. Uh, Started boxing around then. I trained for about 1 month and took a fight. After I got beat up, I realized right then and there, like, man, all right, I gotta take this a little bit more serious. But I chilled out for a little while. I stopped boxing for probably about a year or two. Just was focusing on working and being a dad and things like that. So during that time, I got a job, and during those times of working, I worked at a restaurant. Restaurants actually helped change my life. Put me on the right path. So
Hmm.
during the time of working at restaurants, I was working at the B&O American Brasserie, which was a restaurant downtown on Charles Street. Real nice restaurant, 5-star restaurant. Man, I walked in there needing a job, and I just walked in there with a smile. No restaurant, no restaurant experience at all. And I just walked in there with a smile, and he seen I was hungry, and the general manager just was like, come back at 2:30. We're a little busy right now, but I see something in you. And they just gave me a job. And literally, being in a
Wow.
setting like that with like, what we call big wigs, all different
Hmm.
types of people in suits and ties and stuff like that. Me seeing all types of people coming in with money and, just speak different, look different, things like that. That stuff really made me just want to be different. So right then and there, that was the start of me getting to where I'm at now, and that was big for me. But so, right then and there, I went back to boxing and things like that. Of course, I was boxing and, just never stopped from there from the age of like 21. And, in and out of working full-time restaurants and being a dad at the same time. So, I had a lot going on, working two restaurant jobs, being a father, uh, working out at the gym and working at the gym. I was working at Baltimore Boxing and Fitness, and shout out to Jake the Snake Smith, man, because without Jake, to be honest, where I'm at in boxing, without Jake, it is impossible, Like, and I mean, I won't say without Jake it's impossible because I mean I did it all. I'm the guy in the ring and things like that, but Jake put me on the right path, and he,
Hmm.
so a big thanks to him, But long story short, um, after being there with Jake and training people at the gym and just seeing all types of people and things like that, I realized then and there that all right, I got a passion for this and something that I want to do. And my end game goal after retiring from boxing is I want to have my own boxing gym. I told myself that. But the crazy thing is, as we fast forward, I'm boxing and I'm being a full-time dad and I'm being a full-time employee. I'm just living life.
Hmm.
Now I'm 30 years old and, I didn't really make too much of my boxing career being 30 years old. And, how am I going to get all this type of money to have my own boxing gym? That's my end game goal, right?
Hmm.
So at that time, I seen a guy named Rolando Romero, which recently fought Tank and got knocked out by Tank 2 fights ago. You guys seen that.
Of
Um,
course.
anyway, me seeing Rolando Romero be a world champion, that made me want to quit my job and focus completely on boxing. It was like, man, there's no way that, I'm sitting here. I beat this guy. I beat this guy in 2015 Olympic trials. So me
Okay.
beating a guy like that and being able to be in the ring with guys like that, but yet I'm being a full-time employee. To me, it was just like, nah, this ain't the life for me no more. I need to really focus on boxing. So
Hmm.
I quit. I quit the job, and during that time, COVID was about to start, but I didn't know, COVID was about to happen. But I had a
Most of
fight
us
lined
did.
up in April, and this is like probably around like February. But right around
Hmm.
April, I had a fight lined up. But maybe like in March, COVID said that we couldn't get on the airplanes anymore and we couldn't go back to the gyms. The restaurants were shut down. And that
Oh
was
yes.
pretty much my life. So everything that I wanted, everything that I had planned, I couldn't do. I couldn't go back to my restaurant job. I couldn't go back to the gym. I couldn't train people. I couldn't do anything, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, well, what am I going to do? So at that time, me and my daughter was 12 years old at the time. Me and her started going to Lake Montebello, and we just started training people at Lake Montebello. And it went from 5 people to 10 people. So, we had 20 people out there at the park, maybe 30 people at the park. And it was crazy. I mean, every single day we had 2 shifts. We was out there at 9 a.m. to about 11 a.m. and then we'd go back from 5 p.m. to about 7 p.m. And this was every single day. And, it was a success, and from there, I got my first gym, which was in downtown Mount Vernon, and of course, Lightning Quick Fit Boxing Gym. It was 519 North Charles Street, right across the street from the Civil Restaurant, which is a real nice black-owned restaurant. Um,
Okay.
yeah, so I was there for a while, but yeah, we had problems with the landlord and things like that, and we had
Life.
to move out. Yeah, yeah, life. Yeah, we had to
Yeah.
move out. So yeah, now we located at 1000 Morton Street, and we at the best spot now. So we there, and we looking to be successful. We got a lot of great fighters down there, and I'm just trying to get everybody for a task. I see a lot of people here on the live. You see
Yeah.
Coach Chuck on there say the best gym in the city. We definitely the best gym in the city. As I say, we live
Okay.
it.
Hmm.
So, we got a lot of good coaches down there. I seen Coach Cuz on the live. He said he's definitely coming back through. So, I mean, man, our gym, we got a lot of good coaches, a lot of good fighters. We have the most female fighters in the history of boxing gyms. You can look up any boxing gym. I don't know another boxing
Okay.
gym with like 20 female fighters. We got about 20 female
Wow.
fighters. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So shout out to us for that one. But I mean, that's pretty much the story, how it got started. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I mean, crazy that, through a tragedy like COVID, we became, popular and successful. But I never stopped grinding. I'm that type of person. I'm never gonna quit. I'm always gonna grind. I'm always gonna work hard. And like I said, it's every single day, as you see in the name. It's every single day that the gym's open. It's not a day we're not open. We're open on Christmas. We open on New Year's.
Oh
We
wow.
open on my
Wow.
birthday, on whoever's birthday. It don't matter. We are open. So that's just the
Hmm.
grind. That's how it is.
Okay. So through this trial and tribulations of, COVID happening, the business was born. What kind of fear was that to push through to make you like really buckle down? How was that train of thought at that process?
Well, well. The thing is, I always worked every day. So in that
Hmm.
mindset right then and there that I can't work, that I can't do anything. I mean, I have a background where I grew up from 20th and Greenmount. If you know anything about 20th and Greenmount, about the North
Definitely
Avenue
know the
area,
area.
I'm from that area. I'm of that area. I lived up that area. I did everything that is to be done there until I realized that that wasn't what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a full-time go-getter. You know what I mean? So right then and
I
there, I knew
understand.
that I was going to go get it. I wasn't going to quit. It was something I was going to have to do. But and I put it together, put my two and two together. Like I said, it was going to be a boxing gym, but I didn't know it was going to happen this fast. That was going to be my end game goal. Like maybe I retire from boxing when I'm 40 years old or something like that, and then I go get a boxing gym. But I did it when I was 30. So.
True, true. Um, what routines that it keeps your business going every day that you think that's like crucial for a business owner?
Just honestly being open every day. being open every day, being consistent. That's the biggest
Hmm.
thing. You know, if you got consistency, you open every day. And me being from the hospitality industry, you know, I used to be in the restaurants. You know, that right there, my personality. I'm always being nice. I'm always being humble to people. You know, just being, you know, who I am. And I'm gonna say I'm super humble because sometimes I'm in the gym and I'm being myself and I'm just being, funny, but I'm being in coach mode. You know, you ever
Of
seen
course.
movies like Rocky? You know how Mick just be going in and he be,
Hmm.
you got to do it like this, you got to do it like that. I'm kind of like that. You know, I look young, but I'm an old man in the gym. You know, so it's like I'm firm of what I do. You know, I'm very firm. You know.
Okay. Um, what's the hardest part of being a business owner so far?
Well, yet again, it's still yet again the consistency. You know, I feel like showing up every day is definitely hard. I mean, I'm a dad as well, so I have 3 children. So
Hmm.
that right there, it take time away, but I still love what I do. So at the same time, it makes it a little easier, but
Hmm.
that's definitely the hardest part. And I mean, outside of that, I mean, of course. A lot of things I run by myself. So the phone calls, the emails, and things like that. And when I'm working, it's like, oh man, I got to answer the phone. Yeah, those things like that is kind of tough.
So far for running your business, I know it's a fairly new business and everything. What is some of the biggest life lessons have you learned so far as a business owner?
Whoa, a lot of things, to be honest. I mean, one thing yet again that I learned from the hospitality industry, though, of just treating everybody the same. It doesn't matter if this table was spending $100 or this table was spending $1,000. I pretty much gave the same service here and the same service there. So that's a lesson that I just take everywhere I go. I treat everybody the same. And that kind of works, and everybody see that, and they run along with that, and everybody becomes a helper. Everybody starts doing it that way. So that's big and it's key. I really learned that. But I mean, you still learn people at the same
Hmm.
time, and people have games, man. I mean, here in this city, and some of the people that we have to deal with, some people want to do stuff for free and things like that, and can you let me do this till later and stuff like that. And sometimes it's cool, sometimes it's not. And a lot of times it ain't cool. I mean, I gotta be firm with what I do. But I mean, if you
Absolutely.
consistent and you showing up, I might work with you, stuff like that. But if you just walking up in there and you like, hey, can I? Like, nah, that's kind of tough. You know what I mean? Can you do that at Walmart? So it's like
That's true.
I gotta be real. You
Hmm.
gotta treat me the same way you would treat any other business.
Hmm. How did you decide or make the difference from just being a boxer to the business aspect of it?
Well, I was kind of sucked into it, from like I said, once I got the boxing gym.
Hmm.
I mean, of course, I want to continue just boxing at the gym, but I mean, it's hard. I mean, I had a fight coming up, about a week or two ago, and I wasn't able to fight. The fight actually fell out. I had to pull out of the fight because I wasn't just prepared. I mean, I was actually training and things was going right, but on the business aspect, I still was working hard and things like that. With the kids and stuff like that. It's like, oh man, it's just life's coming down on me right now. I'm not really ready. So that right there can play a part. Everybody kept telling me, maybe a year or two ago, like, yo, you can't do both. You can't be a coach and you can't fight at the same time. You got to pick one. You got to get you some extra coaches and focus on boxing, or you got to just focus on the gym. And honestly, when I am all in on one, I'm great. If I'm all in that coaching, I'm the best coach. When I'm all in that fighting, I feel like I can't lose. So it's
Hmm.
like it's one or the other. It's really hard to do both because I still got other things with life that I have to do. I'm still open every day. That's consistency.
Hmm. Okay. So in this field of owning the gym, how do you set your gym aside differently for other gyms?
Definitely being open every single day. There's no gym open every day, as far as boxing gyms anyway.
For
That
real?
you
I
got
never knew
Planet,
that.
yeah, you got Planet Fitness and stuff like that. Those places open, but as far as a boxing gym, there's no boxing gym open every day. And then
Oh,
I kid
wow.
you not, every other boxing gym in the city is ice cold. Man, you go to our gym, we hot, we sweating, like
Mm,
we lit over there, like you go to another boxing gym, and this ain't a knock to the other boxing.
absolutely.
The other boxing gyms are awesome. You know what I'm saying? And I've trained at a lot of the gyms back in the day myself, but they cold, and we ain't cold. We hot. Everybody complaining over there talking about, hey man, this is you can turn the heat down. No, we ain't turning the heat down. We turning it up.
Okay.
That makes me go harder. The more I sweat, the hotter I am, the better I am. So and plus you lose weight.
How have you grown from a personality standpoint of being an entrepreneur?
Um, I won't say I've grown too much in the personality standpoint
Mhm.
because this is who I've always been. I've pretty much been the same guy, since I was 17, 18 years old. And honestly, I probably say since I was a kid, since I can remember, I've been the same person. But, I probably made, you know, wiser decisions as I got older, if anything.
Haven't we all?
Yeah.
Haven't we all? Um, with starting a business, is there any advice that you would give anyone that's up and coming that say, "Hey, I want to be a business owner just like you, or a gym owner, or even in a boxer"?
Well, with anything in life, if you want to do anything, you got to be consistent. So, that's a run on sentence here, but I'm never going to stop saying you got to be consistent. I'm not going to say you got to be open every single day, but you got to be consistent. You got to show up. You personally, you can't have nobody else do it. It got to be you, you know, and especially if you want this done, what they say back, the old saying back in the day, you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. So I mean, that's just the proof in the pudding right there.
Okay. Um, we're on the end of the segment and everything. I want to thank everyone so much for coming in and sharing their comments, being gang and everything.
Yeah,
So,
my man G.
um, yes, definitely. Um, other than that, I like to ask every customer or guest, for that matter, to be named this segment. What would you want to name this segment?
Well, I mean, I would say the life of Ernie Bug, if anything. You know, I'm pretty much laid back guy. I'm pretty chill. All I do is the same thing every day, man. I go to the gym every day. I work with the people. I play Pokemon. Like a lot of people don't know that. They like, what do you be doing when he in the house? I be playing Pokemon. Like that's what I be doing. I be chilling. Like that's
I understand.
yeah, that's what I be doing. I be chilling. And they be like, "What Pokemon?" I'm like, yeah, Pokemon. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. 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 Um, do you have anything coming up? Any special events? Any promotions you want to put out there? Uh, anything that's going on as far as you in the business? Anything that you want the
Yeah,
people to know?
yeah, June. I believe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the wrong date here because I'm not sure if it's the 18th or if it's the 24th. But definitely a date in June. We have a Lightning Quick Fit boxing show. It's going to be in Perryville, Maryland. I forget the exact address, but I definitely get the information out to you guys for sure. But we definitely
Definitely
want everybody
get
to
it
come
to
out for
us,
the
and we'll
fight.
put it up.
We'll have all the Lightning Quick merchandise there. We'll have the pants, the shirts, the leggings, the
Okay.
sports bras, everything. You name it. The hand wraps. We're gonna have the gloves out there. And we're
Okay.
gonna have all the fighters out there. We're gonna have Trey fighting in the main event. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Actually, no,
wow.
my bad. Trey gonna be the co-main event because we're gonna have the heavyweights out there. So I'm gonna have AJ fighting in the main event. But
Okay.
I got all my young fighters out there. I'm gonna have my lady fighters out there, and the show gonna be lit. So definitely, y'all, we
Okay.
want y'all to Perryville. That's gonna be in June.
That's going to be in June. Okay. So we'll get back with you on the date because we definitely support no matter what. That's what Shout Bob is all about. Um, other than that, I think that's the end of the segment. So I want to thank you guys for coming out. You've been great. Thank y'all again so much for your time and patience. Thank you for allowing us to reschedule this so much. I appreciate you, Mr. Ernie. And
Yes.
I think your business is going a very far, very long, very longevity, and going great high depths and places. So thank you so much for this coming in and sharing your story. Very powerful today. So I appreciate that so much.
I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, folks, we're going to end this Shout Bob segment. Y'all have a great and blessed day. See y'all next week.
All right, bye. Have a good one.
All right.